it's Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for Scraplift Crafternoon. It's where a bunch of my crafty peeps and I get together and we scrap lift an amazing layout from an amazing creator. Today we are scrapbooking Amanda, and you saw her beautiful layout at the top of the video. And not only is her layout beautiful, and that's the goal, to scrap lift it, but also we would like everyone to go and help boost her channel, like, subscribe, and do all the things. She does amazing things on her channel. So everything is in the description box below, so make sure you go and do that. And so today I pulled out a kit that I got from my creative scrapbook kit, and it has some Carta Bella Secret Garden, and then there was an Echo Park Springtime, but I don't believe I used that one because that was the green one. I think the other two are the Carta Bella Secret Garden, and I pulled in the frames and tags and then the stickers from that collection. And I also have the Simple Stories Spring Garden foam stickers, and so I pulled all of that in to make this layout. And I also have some Nuvo crystal drops and some liquid pearls, and then some distress oxide in antique linen, which you will see in a minute. But I wanted to mat the layout, so I decided to choose this kind of teal color as my main layout, and then I really liked this yellow with it. It's kind of like a pale yellow. And I cut off the edges so that it's a mat. And then in Amanda's layout, she had like a frame around her main photo, and she had like a littler photo as well. And so I had these white frames in my stash, and I have no idea where they came from. I have no idea how long I've had them or who they're by. I know nothing about them. They were in a Ziploc bag. Even the Ziploc bag looked like the old style. So I pulled that in as to mimic Amanda's frame. And then I got this stencil with my creative scrapbook kit, and it didn't have like a company or anything on it. And I'm using the distress oxide in the antique linen to put through the stencil. And I really like how this turned out. It's not as obvious in the video, but you can see the leaves. In the video it kind of looks like I just smudged the yellow on there, but in person you can see the faint outlines of the leaves from the stencil, and I think it turned out really cute. And it's just kind of in the background. In Amanda's layout, she had some splatters and some other mixed media elements in it, so I'm kind of mimicking that. But yeah, it's very faint. And see, in the video, it just kind of looks like a blob of yellow over there, but in person, and I think you can kind of see it in the close-ups at the end, you can see the leaves on it. And I'm scrapbooking just a picture of my husband and I. We were on a date, and we went to this comedy club that's called Laughs here in Tucson. And so I thought it was perfect because Amanda's layout had kind of a bigger photo and then a smaller one. And so I have our selfie and then just the logo for the Laughs Comedy Club. And so, well, they call it the Comedy Cafe, but we go all the time, and there's never a bad comic there. We have such a good time, and you can get food and drinks and watch the comedians. It's good stuff. So if you're ever in Tucson and you want to have some fun entertainment, go to Laughs. But so I also use that antique linen, and I put it on that white frame, and then I thought it kind of blended in a little bit, and so I just pulled in some vintage photo that was sitting on my desk and just did the edges of the frame. And I was going to put the frame on the front, but then I decided I would like it behind the photo, so I guess it's more like a photo mat, but it mimics Amanda's layout that way. And I did got that yellow paper that I did the photo mat in, or I'm sorry, the layout mat, and so then I can make 2 photo mats for my 2 photos. But while I'm doing that, again, make sure you check out the description box below. You have all of my people that hop along with Scraplift Crafternoon. And so go and show them love, give them likes and subscribes and all the good things. As well, again, make sure you go check out Amanda's layouts and her channel and all the goodies. Love, like, and well, you can love and subscribe as well. But make sure you just check out all the fun that's in the description box. And thank you to everyone that has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And you can hit the little bell if you want to be notified when I have new videos. And so see, I'm still getting my little mats together. I wasn't sure if I was going to use this kit. So I love my creative scrapbook kit because it sends me, it's always fun. It's like every month it's like, ooh, I don't even look at the reveals or anything. I just wait till I get it in the mail. And so it's like, ooh, my stuff is here and I get to see what it is. And I have a hard time with spring collections because I'm like, I don't know that I take a lot of spring photos, or it's the colors. Like I tend to like the darker colors more. So I have a hard time with the spring photos and then, the spring papers. And then this collection, I really liked the, it's like one side has the spring florals and the spring animals and stuff. And then the back side are just some plain patterns. And so I'm like, well, you know what, this collection actually works really good. Then I can use these kind of plain papers as for anything. And it's funny because I think it was Christine from the group here, so that you can visit her channel. But I think one of the times she used like a, what am I trying to say, like a St. Patrick's Day collection for a non-St. Patrick's Day photo, and that really inspired me. I'm like, I need to do that more often, is think outside of what the collection is and what I can do with it, because sometimes my collections just sit there because I'm like, well, I don't have 75 St. Patrick's Day photos to scrapbook. And so I was really inspired by that. And so I try to keep that in mind. And so this is why I was like, okay, this isn't a spring photo. This is just a selfie, which I'm sure by now you know we take a million selfies everywhere. But it looks good with this, and it doesn't scream spring. But anyways, I did the banner in the top right corner like Amanda had in her layout. And I am awful with banners. I struggle to use them or how to use them. And I always move them around 100 times and try to get them lined up so that they match. But I do like how this one turned out. And I did get it so it looks like a banner to me. Sometimes the problem is I don't think that they look like banners. Well, everyone else's looks like banners, but mine doesn't. And so this turned out good, though. I like that up there in the top right, and it's a good place to put it, because that's the other thing is, like, where do you put them? But I just filling in some embellishments around the photo. I put one that says smiles and laugh in the top left corner. It's a beautiful day to remember at the bottom, and it says smile. I pulled in some of the flowers from the sticker sheet, and then this circle I cut in half from the frames and tags collection. And then I just thought up here on the top left was a little tag. It says right here, right now, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And then I put a little foam sticker over the hole because I don't like the open tag holes. And then next to it says lovely days. And then I'm taking my liquid pearls and the Nuvo drops and just adding some little dots around the kind of diagonal from the photo. And then I decided to use the Nuvo drops to kind of connect the banner at the top, and because that's one thing that I don't like about the banners is like there's that gap. And so I was like, oh well, this will make it more pleasing to my eye and I'll like the banner even more. So I just put little dots between them so it looks like it's connected, and then just put a couple around the floral, not a lot. And then I did put 3 dots over by the lovely days. I need to use the Nuvo drops more because I like how they turn out when I use them, and I like finding little interesting ways to put them. I put 2 little dots on either side of that tag that's at the top of the photo, and I didn't remember the date, so I'm gonna look that up and I'll put that on that little tag that's at the top. But that's pretty much the layout, guys. It's a short and sweet one today. Again, make sure you check out Amanda and her beautiful things and everyone that is down below. And I hope that everyone has a great day. Bye.